Hi guys, today we've got a little back sequence for you. You may have some lower back problems, you may have some hip problems. This little sequence will help to sort out some areas. The first exercise with James, we're going to get James to do some lying leg overs. He's going to lie on the floor obviously, arms out to the side, you have his palms facing up so he's not internally rotating across the shoulder. He's going to lift one leg up, get up as straight as he can, so he's going to stretch through hamstrings as he's going. Other leg's going to stay still and flat on the floor. From that position he's going to mobilise his leg's going to go across the other side. He's mobilising into his middle spine, into his thoracic spine and back. His leg's going to come up, he's going to stretch through the inside of his leg and he's going to rotate his hip out. He's going to continue, he's going to do about 5 or 6 of those. Right across, right out, breathing in and breathing out as he's going. Good, so the first part, stretching the leg, then the hip and middle back. Leg and the outside of the hip. Just going across. So the inside of the leg stretching, the outside of the leg stretching when he's across there. And 5 or 6 should suffice, or until you feel that you've properly mobilised your middle back. Change legs. You can do the other leg now. Again, the lying leg stays flat. Go across from side to side. Again, keep breathing in, breathing out. Great for loosening up again, as I said, the inside of the leg, the outside of the leg, top of the hip, and into the middle spine, up in between the shoulder blades. Okay, and again, 5 or 6, you can turn onto your front. Next exercise in the sequence is scorpions. Again, we're mobilising to the middle spine. We're also trying to get a good stretch through the hip flexor, through the top of the quads into the hips, and we're activating the glutes and the hamstrings at the same time. James is going to start by picking one leg up and moving it up and across towards the opposite hand. He's going to put that leg back down. He's going to mobilise the other hip by doing the same. As he's doing this, a straight line's created right across that hip, basically from the shoulder to the knee. So he's opening right up. Come back again. You're going to repeat about 5 or 6 of those on either side. You should feel it right up into this part of the spine. You shouldn't feel it as much in the lower part of the back. That should be compressing. You're trying to get the mobilisation through here. So keep going. You're also squeezing your bum as best you can to get the leg right across. Now with the toe, you may want to point the toe. It'll squeeze and fire up the hamstrings. If the hamstrings start to cramp up too much, you may want to not point the toe and try to touch the floor with your heel. So you're going to try that, Jamie. Try and touch the floor with your heel. So if your hamstrings are tightening up too much, you may want to try that option. And fine. From there, we're going to get Jamie to turn back onto his back. Next exercise we're going to perform is a bridge. What we're trying to do with the bridge is we're trying to get posterior chain, muscles of the glutes, hamstrings working, and also getting the lower back to stabilise the spine. What he's going to do is he's going to put his hands flat on the floor. He's going to pull his navel into his spine. He's going to come into a neutral pelvis position, so take his pelvis in front, his lower back into the floor. From that position, he's going to drive his feet hard into the ground, driving his hips up in the air, squeezing his bum as he's doing it. Come up. Should be getting his bum up nice and high, nice straight line from his knees down to his shoulders. He's going to hold that for 10 seconds. He's already held it for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's going to relax. Relax off for about 5. He's going to pull his navel in again, push his lower back into the floor, drive his hips up in the air and squeeze. Get his hips up as high as you can. Come on mate, get them up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's going to put them down. We're going to do one more. Navel in, flatten the lower back out and hips up. Now if you're feeling that too much in your lower back, if your lower back's doing too much work, drop out of it, pull your navel in again, reposition your pelvis, then drive up, pushing your feet hard in the floor. You really want to feel it mainly in your glutes, so your bum and your hamstrings. And relax. Last little part of this sequence that you may want to add, if your lower back does tighten up or you find that your lower back is sore from time to time, you can go into what's known as the Sphinx position. If you've been in Egypt or ever received a postcard from Egypt, you may recognise this position. Looks like a Sphinx. All he's going to do is basically rest in this position. I'm not going to get him to do too much. He's not pushing up with his arms. His navel should pretty much remain on the floor. And what we're trying to do, the lumbar spine has a natural curve, so we're just trying to follow that natural curve there. We're also trying to stretch off through what can often be tight through our middle back. So we're just trying to open that up a little bit and just trying to relax in that position. You can hold that for a minute, you can hold that for a couple of minutes. You can do this while you're watching television. So it finishes off that little sequence, trying to open up the hips, trying to open up through the thoracic spine. Good luck with it.